Good afternoon, Lynn. I'm Wesley Days with your news update. It's almost time to start voting. Starting Saturday, in-person early voting in Lynn begins at City Hall. Residents will have the opportunity to cast their ballot for the September 1st primary. Early voting ends on August 28th at 12:30 p.m. For more information, go to lyntv.org/2020election. Voting by mail is also open to the Lynn community. To vote by mail, you must complete the application and deliver it to City Hall by August 26th. After receiving and filling out your ballot, it must be delivered to the election office by 8 p.m. on September 1st. For more information, please go to our website. Now, the Lynn's Stop the Spread COVID-19 testing initiative continued this week. From 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. this week, there will be free coronavirus testing in the parking lot of Lynn English High School. Sacred Heart Church on Boston Street is also offering testing on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yesterday, in front of the post office, postal workers along with elected officials protested the possible defunding of the Postal Service. The demonstrators spoke against President Trump's threat to defund the Postal Service as the 2020 election inches closer. LCTV was on the scene.
Save our post office! Save our post office!
Funding of the Postal Service has been a concern for many in the nation after President Trump threatened to stop funding.
The post office is vitally important to the whole country.
Christina Eckhart, like many, is concerned about how this will impact the day-to-day life of so many Americans.
It's not just for voting. The post office is important for people getting their medication, for people paying their bills. If this shuts down, people have no place to turn to for all these services.
In an election year, defunding the Postal Service will have an impact on mail-in voting.
Well, it's terrifying that it's happening during election year because, it's not just disenfranchising the people. It is a way of destroying the post office and privatizing mail delivery, which would cost a fortune for individual people and just increase costs for everybody. So we need to protect the post office at all costs.
With LCTV, I'm Mukala Kabongo.
During the protest, Mayor McGee, along with other elected officials, spoke in support of the post office. To hear what they said, visit the LCTV website. Over the weekend, the Diverse People United organization took to the comments to give Lynn youth the opportunity to voice their opinions on social issues in the community. LCTV spoke with Anthony Coleman about the event.
Diverse People United, Lynn's newest nonprofit organizations, are giving voice to Lynn's youth.
Today is a celebration of the young people. It was a thought that I've had in my head for a few weeks now, honestly about a month or so. And what I want to do is just allow the young people to have a voice, have a platform where they can voice their experiences, their frustrations, whatever it is that they have on their mind.
Anthony Coleman is looking forward to finding resources and creating safe havens to give the youths an opportunity to succeed in life.
What we're trying to do is to try to help strengthen the community in any way, shape, fashion, or form that's possible, and allow the children to have resources and access to people to talk to, places to go. I know that when I was a kid, there was always a rec center to go to, someplace that we could go play ball, hang out, and just stay out of the streets for the most part. Why does everybody have to come to Westland just to go to the YMCA, the Boys Club, the Greg House, you know what I mean? And so we just want to try to make these things available and accessible to everybody in the city.
With LCTV, I'm Mukala Kabongo.
The Boston Celtics took the first game of their first-round series against the Philadelphia 76ers 109-101 on Monday. Tatum led the way as he scored 32 points. 21 of them were in the first half. Tatum also added 13 rebounds. Jaylen Brown scored 29 points, knocking down 5 three-pointers, but it wasn't all good news for the team. They lost forward Gordon Hayward to an ankle injury, and he will be out for the next 4 weeks. The Celtics look to take a 2-0 lead in the series as the two teams hit the court later on tonight. The Boston Red Sox are continuing to struggle. The team lost their 8th straight game last night against the Philadelphia Phillies. The Sox led through 5 innings, but Bryce Harper's 3-run homer in the top of the 6th inning sparked a 7-run inning for the Phillies. The Phillies' Phil Gosselin would hit a solo home run to make it 10-4. Philadelphia would put the game out of distance in the 8th, with Jay Bruce hitting a 3-run homer to center field to make it 13-5. The Sox are now 6-18 on the season. They wrap up their 2-game series with the Phillies later on tonight. The Boston Bruins are in the lead in their first-round playoff against the Carolina Hurricanes after their 4-3 victory. The victory came after being down 2-0 in the first 2 innings, but the Bruins' offensive team picked up in the 3rd. Jake DeBrusk started the offensive attack with a goal off an assist from Connor Clifton to get the Bruins on the board. The Bruins look to advance to the 2nd round as the teams face off later on today. Now, in this week's Lynn Lowdown, I spoke to Norris Guscott, who is the director of the Lynn Food Alliance. We spoke to him about many different things. Take a look. I want to talk about the Food Security Task Force because I think it's really interesting. What is your mission? What is the task of the task force?
So the task of the task force are 2 main tasks. One is to centralize the ongoing food distribution and food access operations in the city. The second is to overall safeguard the city's food system. We aim to do that by policy, funding, program implementation, and most importantly, community partnerships with the different organizations that are in the task force.
For my full interview with Mr. Guscott, visit the LCTV website. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube. Check out our website at lyntv.org. I'm Wesley Days with Lynn News. Have a good day.